This is probably one of the hardest cases to listen to. It is traumatizing, gives me PTSD. I feel for this woman who, in this video, it's the moment that police speak to the 6-year-old woman who was rescued from Delontay Geiger's basement. She's bruised, battered, and barely able to speak, but she's alive. In this heartbreaking body cam footage, the victim recounts the terror she endured. Tied up, beaten, humiliated, forced to write words like snitch and rat on her body. Her voice is weak, but her will to survive is unmistakable. Listening to her speak from that hospital bed is our sobering reminder of just how evil this crime was, and how lucky she is to have made it out. Her story deserves to be heard, not just as a victim, but as a survivor. Some of the most heartbreaking statements that I heard from this poor woman were, "He picked me up and slammed me and then crushed me. He crushed my body. I kept telling him my neck hurt. He gave me crack so I could endure the pain. He smashed the TV over my head. He had his girlfriend come down from upstairs to kick me. He put me in several different boxes before he finally stuffed me in the one I was found in. I was in the box in the attic. He pushed me down the stairs." Remember his statement to the police in his interrogation when he said he never intended to kill her. That he was never gonna kill her. I mean, he's not a murderer. Well, what did he think was gonna happen? He broke her spine. He paralyzed her. This is terrible, and he did threaten to kill her. That was his intention. I'm gonna let you hear her words for yourself. Trigger warning. This is very, very difficult to hear. So, if anyone has been held captive, beaten, abused, I'm warning you, this is a lot to handle. So if this is not something that you're ready to listen to, please click off this video.
Okay.
Just wanted to give you a heads up.
Okay. I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey. How are you? Hey, I'm Detective Florence. I'm with the Cleveland PD.
Okay.
Is it okay? I'm handling everything that was involved with you. Is it okay if we talk for a little bit?
Sure.
Okay. Are you feeling up to it, or would you like me to come back another time?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
I'll tell you. Talk.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Okay.
Do whatever you need to do. Okay.
I would like to eat.
Okay. Do you need me to have them get assistance with you eating?
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me let them know.
What's your name?
It's Danny.
Thanks, yeah.
Oh, you're welcome. You want to just let them know? I guess she's looking to eat as well. If she can get some assistance.
This is the first time she's eating solid food.
Okay.
They just took her off the ventilator about an hour ago, so
Okay.
she hasn't eaten anything.
Okay.
I don't know.
You're fine if I use it, or actually I'll just use this tree. Okay. All right. They're gonna grab. This is fine. They're gonna grab you some a nurse to help you with eating. Okay.
Okay.
I got mine on. Can you see me over here, or do you need me over on this side? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, you're welcome. Okay. All right. See, I have I don't know if you've talked to them yet, but I have talked to your children a couple times.
Oh no.
So they're concerned for you. So I told them
No.
you don't want to talk to them.
They
I didn't tell them anything that happened. I just told them that they obviously know there was an incident.
they are precious.
Okay. They seem like good kids.
Yeah, I have their turn. My babies are precious,
Yeah.
and they had their turn. And I gave them Bodycam.
No, well, they just want to make sure that you're okay and that we're working. So they're doing anything that they were.
My baby.
So they were just trying to help out anything that you needed, okay? So, but and then, hey, are you up to talk about the incident and everything that has happened recently?
I was a grandma, very good. Lots of time with my kids.
Yeah.
Had neighborhood hangout. Pancakes on Saturday. I love my kids.
And that's what they said they love you too.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
I didn't
So-
want them to know. That's all I could go through now.
Okay. Well, see, I know that. Well, the hospital wanted to reach out just because they were doing like the next of kin. That's just their protocol that they had to do. Okay. So, but so they don't know. Like I said, they don't know everything that happened or anything like that. They just know that you're in the hospital. Okay. All right. But are you up to talk about everything, or would you like a little bit more time, or? I know this is a lot going on right now, so would you like a little bit more time, or
I want somebody.
you want to what?
I want something to eat.
So, well, the nurse is going to come in and help you with that, okay?
Yeah.
So she said she was going to come over and help you. I think there's some food right here. So she said she was going to come in and help you with that, okay?
Go ahead.
All right. Are you okay with talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously we know when we got there that night, everything that happened there. Are you able to remember what happened before that?
Mike,
Like, do you know who did everything to you?
he called himself. That's it.
Blessed?
He called himself.
Okay. Do you know what Blessed looks like? Is he white guy, Hispanic, black, black male? Is he tall, short? Big, skinny?
Small and stature.
Okay. So,
Medium, small,
okay.
stature. Got
Do you know
mustache, beard, mustache and beard.
mustache and a beard? Do you know Blessed's real name or no?
No.
No? Okay. All right. And then how do you know, and anything you tell me right now, I am not judging or I don't care about any of your past or anything like that, but I'm going to have to ask you some difficult
He
questions.
sold me crack.
He sold you crack? Okay. Is that normal for him to do that?
Yes, to many girls.
Okay. So do you know, did you go to his house to buy this?
5 or 6. Okay.
Okay. Is that how you came into encounter with him during
Yeah.
all of this? You went to his house? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Easier.
okay, so you went to Blessed's house and bought crack and you were smoking, and then what happened after that?
Then he told me that I'm
He told you you were what?
a narc.
A narc? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Did he give you any reason why, or?
He said a boyfriend of mine was a narc a long time ago, and that you guys were, and that he got arrested.
Oh.
And it was me that was because a few days ago when I was with him, and that it was me, not necessarily, but that. But that it was my boyfriend that
Okay.
was I didn't have a boyfriend.
Did he tell you who told you that, or
Told me that.
who was your ex-boyfriend?
He didn't tell me what his name was.
Okay, he just told you that an ex-boyfriend.
Was the big the big guy that was in art, so I was gonna pay for it.
Okay.
We're getting him stopped.
Okay, so did he ever tell you that somebody told him that you were a narc or anything like that?
I wasn't. He said he didn't blame me, but he said that that's the reason why he got stopped. But it was because he got stopped because it was of somebody that I knew. It didn't make much sense to me.
Okay.
Okay, because I didn't have a boyfriend. I didn't have a boyfriend. Please go on.
Okay.
But
Okay.
that was the reason why.
Okay. Do you remember what day that you went to buy crack at his house? Do you remember what day it was or no?
I was thinking that. Um,
What's that?
I was thinking that was the 27th.
You think the 27th?
It didn't make much sense how I would have been the person that was doing it. Or my boyfriend was doing it.
Okay.
Because,
Do you have a boyfriend right now or no?
no.
Do you have an ex that you think that he's talking about or anything? No.
No.
Okay. How often do you buy crack from Blessed?
Daily.
Daily? Okay. And do you know for how long have you been doing it? Like a week or a month, a year?
Oh, at least a week.
At least a week? Okay.
Yeah. He wanted to be the big coach. He wanted to be the one that always practice. And I think somebody told him that I could buy it off of anybody else. That I didn't have to buy it off. And that's what pissed him off.
Yeah.
I think that's what.
Okay. So when you went to his house that day to buy crack, at any time after you were done smoking it, did he let you leave, or did you tell him you wanted to leave, or do you remember any of that?
We always just told him that I was on him.
That you were to buy from him? Okay. And that you weren't allowed to buy from anybody else?
Right. And
At any time at this point, was he yelling at you or arguing with you when he was telling you that you were only allowed to buy from him?
this is text thing.
Is this too much for you right now?
You know,
You're okay with this? Okay. Well, obviously, I know your injuries are very extensive right now, so if it's too much, I can come back and talk to you in another day or two. That's okay.
but he made it to let me know.
So I can let
Everything was one.
So I can let you know right now, Blessed is already arrested, so you don't have to worry about that, okay?
What is this for, man?
Well, I don't want to go into too much with you right now. We can talk about that a little bit later.
He
But
wanted me.
what's that?
He wanted me for sure.
He wanted you to know his name?
He wanted me to know that I that it was my
That it was your fault?
that he got arrested. That he had to pay $5,000 a day to the police to keep selling because my boyfriend was the big guy. And then he paid the fee to be able to sell. But he couldn't tell me
Okay.
my boyfriend.
Okay.
Okay? But he had to pay 5 fees. And he was angry about that.
Okay.
And then he started feeding me. And then I couldn't buy it.
Okay.
Then he kept beating me up. He would pick me up and slam me and crush me. And he would pick me up and crush me.
Do you remember where this took place? Was it in the living room? In the living room?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he would pick me, crush my body.
When you say crush, was he like squeezing you?
Squeezing me.
Okay. And like he had you like a bear hug almost?
Yeah.
Okay.
I kept telling my neck hurt, my neck hurt. My neck. What are you doing, ma'am? Ma'am.
There's nobody else here.
Oh.
Yeah, there's nobody, there's no female.
Feed me?
What's that? The nurse was coming back to feed you. So, do you remember, like, was he giving you crack during this whole time?
Oh, at one point he was, so that I could endure the pain.
Okay.
See, I felt frustrated. That's why. And then he quit giving me anything.
Okay. And then, do you remember at any point, did he have you sit in a chair? You can't remember if he did or not? Okay. Do you remember at any point if he ever told you, like, the cops were at the door? No? Okay.
He never did. Or after school.
Okay. Do you remember when the officers found you that night?
Oh my God, there was so much more before that.
What
Oh
more?
my God.
What more do you think before that?
Really smashed the TV out of my head. Then he had a girlfriend come down and kick me.
You said Zoe?
A girlfriend. He had upstairs come down and kick me.
Do you know what her name was?
No.
Do you know, was she white, black, Hispanic?
She looked mad.
Do you remember like a name or a nickname or anything on her?
She looked mad.
So this was in the basement at that point? Or was that in the living room still?
This is all that.
Okay. Alright. Was there any other...
Then he carried me to the basement at one point and had me lay down there for a long time. Then he brought down a box. He bought a box and put me in a box and put me down there in the basement for a long time. I'm thinking 3 days. It could have been longer. Then he slid me. I mean, he just slammed me. Then he shoved me.
He slammed you on the floor in the basement?
Oh, this man slammed me several times. He told me if I didn't shut up, he would kill me. Then he put me in a couple different ones. The last one he put me in was in it wasn't the same box all the time. The last one he put me in was a rubber box. The one you found me in, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he put me, that was a zipper bag. That's when he had me upstairs. Correct?
So you were actually located on a front porch. So
I didn't know.
yeah.
He slid me. He had me in a box and he's living from place to place. Was on the front porch. He had me on the front porch.
Yeah.
That must not have been in heaven.
So, do you remember the attic or what it looked like?
We always in a box.
Okay. So the whole time, like, did he keep you there, like, sleeping and everything?
Yeah, he had me in the box.
At any point, did he tell you that he was going to kill you or anything? All the time he was telling you he was going to kill you for...
Yeah.
And the reason for that was that he said you were a narc and that pretty much you and your boyfriend caused him...
Yeah.
Okay.
And then if I made any noise at all, because I would laugh or I would cry. He told me to cry. That he was going to kill me.
Okay.
I didn't know what. And when he first, I thought I was in the basement. Because I went down once. I could see slamming down. Just sort of steps went down. In the box.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Then he pushed.
Okay. Hey, right now I know it's looking like this is a little difficult for you, and I know you just like woke up a little while ago, so I don't want to stress you anymore or anything like that. So I am gonna just stop for a little bit, and then that way I'll let you rest up, and then either how about tomorrow or Monday I can come back and speak with you a little bit more. Okay, because I know you're hungry too, so I want to make sure that the nurse. What's that?
I don't know where they are.
Yeah, I'll go find them again, but I will make sure they come back. And then, do you want me to call your kids or let them know that you're awake and doing okay?
What did you tell?
Well, right now they just know that you're in the hospital and that obviously there was an incident where you were injured. I didn't go into detail or tell them anything about what was going on, but they do know that you were injured and you were in some rough shape.
Yeah.
Okay? So if you'd like, I can give them a call when I leave here and let them know that you're awake and you're doing good, okay?
Okay.
Because I know they're very concerned.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do that, please.
Yeah, I'll do that for you, and then
Thank you.
you're welcome. And then, like I said, I will stop back up here either tomorrow or the next day, okay? And that way,
Let them know.
yeah, I'll let you get some rest though, okay? Yes, they know where you're at and how you're doing, okay? But I'll let them know that you're awake, all right? Okay, but
Let the nurse have her to see you.
okay, I will let them know that. Okay,
Take your time.
you're welcome. Yeah, I'll talk to you soon, okay? Feel better, rest up a little bit.
I just want to say thank you. Nothing more, no play.